Hello everyone, my name is Ekaterina Kardakova. I'm an opera singer, voice and public speaking coach, but also I'm a founder of Creative Tech Lab. In this video, I want to talk to you about how you present yourself at a job interview and how to get a job of your dreams. Recently, I was at a networking event and I was talking to a lady who, I don't know why, immediately told me her whole biography. But first of all, she told me her story, for how long she's looking for a job. In the beginning of the pandemic, of the COVID, so many people, the managers, first of all, the high positioned managers lost their job because of COVID, because of restructures, all the companies, big corporations, and many of them, they're 45 plus, about 50, and they always say the same thing as this lady with whom I was talking to. She said, oh, you know, I'm so old and that's why they don't want to take me and I don't get a job and blah, 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 blah. But is it really the reason? When I asked her, but how do you sell yourself at the job interview? How do you present yourself? How do you negotiate about your salary? Because this is also the topic of many people. They always say, you know, I don't want to go down with my salary standards. And she looked at me like, how? She didn't know what to say. And this is what I would like to talk to you in this video. Actually, in fact, it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter where you have been and so on and so on. But the most important thing is that how you present yourself at an interview and how do you communicate with your potential employee. The thing is that all the generation of managers, they are 45 plus. They have very strict, box of mindset. They think in a very old system and old way and old values. And this system, it doesn't exist anymore. This is the thing. We are living in a world, in a very interesting time, when the old world is gone and the new world doesn't have a material form yet. So there are, in this in-between, there are so many opportunities. But people who have this strict quadrat, like in German we say quadratisch praktisch, no? This mindset, they don't see these opportunities because they're used to this old thinking. And the reason is that they have so many fears. They have so many fears, for example, if these people, for example, had the salary of 5,000 netto, they think like, oh, I cannot find a job as my old job. See, this is the thing. They always are looking for the same old stuff. And I always want to say, guys, please accept. It doesn't exist. Everything in the past doesn't exist anymore. So meaning that you cannot find exactly the same job for exactly the same salary or whatever. If you want to find something very good for the same money, you have to present yourself, you have to sell yourself, but they cannot do that. They cannot sell themselves because they're used to be in a child position. They had a plan and they communicated with the team to make the plan. And now modern companies, they don't have a plan because every day something new comes up. They change the plan within one day 20, 30, 50 times. So they are looking for people who is flexible and can do the best from this flexibility because you never know what will be tomorrow. But this is exactly the thing where they, still live. I will always now in this video repeat one more time that they have this strict, stuck mindset. And what else? And also these managers have a little low self-confidence. This is the thing. It doesn't matter how old you are. The most important thing, how you sell yourself, how you present yourself, because for your potential employee, it's more important how you sell yourself, your confidence and your skill than your age. And this is that many people cannot understand. The age doesn't matter at all. But what matters is your confidence and your self, how do you call it in English, self values. Yeah, how you communicate your values with the new person and how you sell yourself and your values. This is the things for what you get the job, not basically even not the skill and not the age at all, but the presentation skills. So what you can do is that step number one, the solution, how to change your mindset. The solution number one, to figure out what are your strengths. Meaning that what can you do easily? The thing is that the system told you for so many years you have to be focused on what you're not good enough, what you have not enough. It's always not on not enoughness. And now please refocus and think about what kind of stuff you can do easily. Yeah, write them down, because these are the things those things are your talents. What kind of talents do you have? What kind of stuff you do with ease? And it's pretty hard exercise, because I always ask my students, MBA students, what are your strengths, and people get lost. They can say 1, 2, and that's all. Yeah. So please write it down, and I already have a video how to find out and how the strengths, knowing of your strengths, can help you to present yourself. Step number 2, write down a day at your perfect job. I also want to tell you, recently, exactly after this conversation with Antia, I had a conversation with a friend of mine. She has a doctorate degree, and she has absolutely unique knowledge in digitalizing hospitals, database, iCloud, and blah, blah, blah. I'm not so familiar with this topic, but the thing is that she has absolutely unique experience and unique knowledge. And she's also looking for a job for over 1 year now. And then I asked her, but how are you looking for a job? What do you do? She said, well, I'm just checking on the internet the descriptions of the job, and checking would it be something for me or not. And then I asked her, but what is your ideal job? How do you imagine, or how do you, what would you like to have? And she also looked at me. She never thought about it. This is the thing. I also said it to her. If you don't have an idea of your ideal job, how are you going to find it? How are you going to sell yourself if you don't even know what you want? This is the key idea. You have to write down your perfect job, the skills, the environment. Are you a freelancer, or you're running a business, or you're an employee? Where is it? What kind of task you have, in what kind of direction you want to develop yourself. Everything. It should be precisely as possible. Only then you understand what is your dream job, and you can find it easily. If you don't have a clue, what would you like to do? It's like, the Alice in Wonderland. I really like this citat, when the Alice meets the rabbit, and the rabbit asks, where are you going? She said, it doesn't matter. And the rabbit says, well, if it doesn't matter, then it doesn't matter where you end up. This is the thing. This is how our brain works. If you program your brain and say, okay, this task I really love to do, find a job with this task, then you program your mind, your brain, and the brain starts to get all the information from, everywhere, to give you information and to lead you to your dream job. But the most people, as I said, don't have a clue what is the dream job, what I want to do. And step number three is to get a coach. So many people don't want to invest into coaching. But the thing is that it's pretty hard to figure out this kind of stuff by yourself, or it takes so much time. So many people want to save money on coaching. Please, don't save money. Invest in good coaching. Invest in people who will help you to get all these puzzles together, because it will take much less time, and it will be for you so much easier to find out, to create your dream job, and to sell yourself, to understand your values, to understand your skills, to understand your talents. It will be so much easier than by yourself. Don't save money on very important things. Invest them in a things which make you richer, not poor. If you have questions, you can write them in the comments below. Thank you very much for your thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, and of course, if you want to share your experience, I'm always very happy to read the comments. Or come to my training. I also will leave the link in the description below. So I wish you good luck with your dream job and with figuring out what you can make with it. See you in the next video. Bye bye.